Joy to be here. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you for this lovely book. Veer Press has made lots of lovely books. This is a great one. I've been writing loads of discrete kind of poems. Recently, one series is called Terrorists series, one is called Buddhist Saints series, and one is called Wrestlers series. I shall be reading 5 poems which will take 10 minutes from the Wrestlers series. They're all poems about poets from the golden age of British wrestling, which was the 1970s. If you don't know who these wrestlers were, I'll tell you a little bit about them, but you don't really need to know. Wrestler Series number 1, Mick McManus. He was a small, fat, ugly man who no one liked. And this fight is Mick McManus versus Louis Zukowski. I suspect Zukowski would have won. Okay, I do have my specs, I think. A ring full of wrestlers arrived to state this: "Come, ye daughters, and share my anguish." His legs blue, tendons bleeding, caught in a headlock. His black blood fills the dress of the audience. Live from Walthamstow, November, heaving. His dead century flounces starched his ears in a terrible hurry. Bare arms, black trunks. See him whom I am. Mick McManus, and he is too, reigning, born Arcadian, now European middleweight champion. Ye, stealers of titles and belts, ye, immured holoshikes, bediamond the passion of our Lord. See him, how? Persisting. Look now upon my works, for no less than 10 shillings, ye mighty. Kendo Nagasaki, Jackie, Mr. TV, Palo, Bobby, Bad Boy Barnes, Jim, Crybaby Breaks, Tibor Zakash, Johnny Cougar, Johnny Quango. The thickness is just blood, wherein my ears register all the pains in this world. If you feel them, I will most certainly floor you. The things becoming a mass movement. They say fried food clogs the arteries. ITV, Saturday evenings and weekday afternoons. Flaunters of the classics and tradition. Wrestler Series number 3, Jackie, Mr. TV, Palo. Jackie Palo was a medium-sized fat wrestler of indeterminate sexuality who some people liked. To those without avant-garde muscle, I am running on empty in a region infinitely sparse and infinitely many. My unfinished ode to mud appears horribly social. It is hard to man the barricades in a pair of rainbow wrestling trunks and indeterminate packet. Now it is May and the ape, fellow thespians. My name was your name here, more than the nutritious ton, and I was born in to Dagenham on a ferry crossing the Black Sea in 1933, living inside a television, and the new sentence to my gypsy phonetics: English as a second genital vibration weakens. The worlds, the reflexes are coming to an end. I say, why not enjoy them? Working the ropes or manhandling a man down. At my best when here is my half Nelson. Come, feel my loneliness, for it is a hard one. When I am flooding you with catacombs, faded cockney robbers and prophylactics, ham sandwiches made by hair-netted Teds, turn any man on, spending my fortune on rugs, and in love with a motorway. Meditation and unconditional offers a modicum of protection. The last line of my manifesto is this: living as I do at the end of my days, at the ungentrified end of New Jack City, a pugilist poet viewing the gradual diminishment of his franchise and powers, a pink bee on an orange leg, crouching behind the set in order to avoid the cop rays. With hindsight, mince is a noun and a verb. In this life, it says here, Mr. TV could be a confusing moniker. Wrestler Series number 4, Giant Haystacks. Giant Haystacks was a 38-stone bearded man who was called a compulsive liar in the Book of Wrestling, which I've read many times. Being a bad man is when I was cool. I put Zaum in my forearm and squish it. With all the gay boats burning, I stare frankly at the kitty clouds and nightly hit. As the crow flies over Nixon's aorta, I bite on the beast with the teeth of me daughter. Caught at a glance or traced with pains, heading to Worthing on the afternoon train. Eskimos, wrestlers, fairies, anarchists climb up my pole and attempt there to piss. I am Giant Haystacks, and Giant Haystacks I am. This is my still life with raspberries and aspirin, application for disability benefit. I seek reimbursement for a lifetime of tachycardia, relief and cable vision. All the oil in the North Sea squandered on several fronts. Cunts who claim rhymings for sissies, I beg to differ. Gouging, oiling, any punch involving the third phalanges or towel sweating. May all who dare try to come in my hair. Climb into this leotard and attempt to surprise me. Wrestler Series number 5, Kendo Nagasaki. Kendo Nagasaki wore a mask which the pantomime, which was professional wrestling in the golden age. Nearly every bout, someone was on his back trying to rip off his mask to reveal his identity, and it never happened. I think, what's his name, that dreadful British painter? Is it Peter Blake? Did loads of paintings of him. Kendo Nagasaki. I remember once seeing Johnny Quango at Brent Town Hall lying face down on a piano. Like and yet unlike W.B. Yeats. My legs were buckled. Scalene, isosceles, and equilateral. Last one, Wrestler Series number 2, Big Daddy. Big Daddy was the kids' favourite. He wore a big white costume, and his most famous move was Big Daddy's Splash, in which he sandwiched his opponent between the deck and his belly. Vladimir Mayakovsky and I. Forget whatever, how verses are made, concerns us, whose pasty whiteness equates to a far nobler art, that of verse. Who nobody realizes, the evil one is a bright scarlet, for example, and he wears a massive hump. At others, I walk the roads between Rochdale and Rotherham. In Wordsworth's Prelude, he says something about the nobleness of all, shouting, "Now I lay me down too," a Domino's pizza and 6 sibilant inches whenever the phone rings. I pick it up. In this life, the floodlights contain all the whack you can shit into a handbag. 165 years old, alive only and incontinent, for an instant, with excitement. Thank you.